What was your opinion about this one-off livery for Ferrari? I can tell you mine. I absolutely loved it. Let me know your opinion about it in the comments. As in today's video, we are driving with Carlos Sainz at the Italian Grand Prix. As he did last weekend, he drove from P18 all the way up to a higher position. I need to look up which position, but instead of that, we are going to start this race in P20 then. As the lines are out, we always have that beautiful start as always. So yeah, we don't gain any positions from here. But as we are coming to turn 1, we are going to try and take it easy as we don't want any damage. And we are coming around turn 1 and 2. It's always a dangerous corner. But luckily, no damage for us then. As Sainz finished P4 in last race in real life, of course. But with the use of ERS, we are overtaking Nicholas Latifi and also Albon and Sebastian Vettel. So we are already up into P17 then. As we are coming to an end of the first lap, you can see Stroll and Magnussen are fighting up ahead as Max Verstappen sets the fastest lap of the race so far. Schumacher had to go into the pits because of some damage, and we are now going 3 right, coming into the first corner. We are still side by side with each other, and luckily there is no damage. But there was some contact, but luckily we got a minimal amount of wheel spin, otherwise we would have spinned out, of course, and maybe got a DNF at this race. But we don't get any DNF. Fernando Alonso does, and you can see us going around the outside. Here you can see us once again passing Daniel Ricciardo, but unfortunately we have to give the position back to him. As it was an illegal overtake for some reason. Luckily we did manage to overtake the other guys who were ahead of me. So now we are up into P9 then at the end of lap 2. We are close to Daniel Ricciardo. We are taking a different line to Parabolica. But I don't think we can overtake him on the straight. Maybe we can, because there is of course slipstream, no DRS as we are only enabling it now. But with the use of some ERS, we are using the Ferrari engine, of course, and we are now side by side with Daniel Ricciardo through turn 1, as we managed to overtake him and now get up into P8. So we are already over halfway done with this challenge, of course. But as you can see on the minimap, we are now in lap 6 almost, as everybody is pitting. You can see that Max Verstappen is just in a league of his own. He is 14 seconds ahead of us. So I don't know if his AI is just on a higher level than anyone else. But this is absolutely insane how fast he was compared to the rest of us. You can see now we are in P3. Of course, we need to make a pit stop. And we are quite close behind George Russell in the Mercedes. We are both pitting this lap then to go on to the medium tires. Unfortunately, I had traffic from Daniel Ricciardo, so we didn't manage to jump George in the pits. And that causes out, I think, around 1 second or maybe 1.5 seconds, which lost us 2 positions to Norris and Russell. So we need to overtake them both if we want to get into a higher position than we already are. With only 6 laps remaining then. We are over halfway done with this race now. And we haven't really moved since lap 2, only 1 position since then, as we are coming through Lesmo 1 and Lesmo 2 afterwards. But yeah, there wasn't really much we could do about it. We just needed to hold on to Norris and Russell, as Norris is in a McLaren which is slower, or it should be, than a Ferrari here at Monza. We are using quite a lot of ERS, only 16% left, but we are using the DRS, the slipstream, and maybe some more ERS to overtake Norris. We actually put him offline so we can go onto the racing line and go down the inside for turn 2, and now we are up into P7 then with only 4 laps remaining. So not that much time to overtake Russell and Ocon maybe to get into that top 5. As you can see now, end of lap 9, start of lap 10. Then we are trying to hold on to George Russell as we are getting DRS once again, a purple third sector as we are driving with a 0-0 wing setup. And once again we put the other driver offline so that we can switch back and go on the racing line to overtake them easily through the first chicane. But that is that. We are now in P6 and hunting down Esteban Ocon, but with only 3 laps remaining after we start in the next lap. There's nothing we can do actually, as we are trying our best to catch Ocon, but we know that the AI will go into a sort of OP mode in those last laps with the ERS. And you can see our ERS is almost at 0%, so we can't really do anything about it, as we are now heading towards the last lap 10. We are 1.1 seconds behind Ocon, so we have closed the gap. But it won't be enough for this straight. Maybe we can get lucky after the second Lesmo to get a DRS, as we are seeing right now. Then first Lesmo is done and we are still 1.2 seconds behind, so no DRS here. As Max Verstappen is almost going over the start finish line to win this race. As you can see right now, he is coming out of Parabolica then, and he was just in a league of his own. He was, I think, 10 seconds ahead of Charles Leclerc, and his fastest lap was a second faster than anyone else. As I did a 122.6 and he did a 121.7, which is absolutely crazy. But we eventually finished this race in P6. Then we managed to get from P20 to P6 in just 13 laps time, of course. We do get driver of the day, but we weren't here for that. And so, yeah, that was the race then. As we can see the podium right now, it's Max Verstappen who won the race. Obviously, he was in another league. I think he was playing on 0% AI as my teammate. Charles Leclerc got second place, and it was a double podium for Red Bull then. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about the yellow suits and everything with Ferrari here at Monza. And I will see you in the next episode, or not the next episode, just in another video. I say goodbye.